They don't make them like they used to. Brownstones, mostly built in the 1850s, 60s in Brooklyn. We're in Fort Greene, probably one of the most ornate blocks for brownstones. They were used to basically withstand about 100 years. They need to be renovated. Who do you turn to for a renovation? The Brownstone Boys. Barry and Jordan, nice to see you.
Welcome back to Brooklyn, Rosanna.
Lights, camera, action.
So why are you guys called the Brownstone Boys?
Good question. So we help people design and renovate these beautiful buildings. We love them. We live in one ourselves. It's actually how we got started with what we do is by renovating our own brownstone and blogging about it and starting an Instagram account about it. People started following us in the area that wanted to do the same thing and reaching out, asking questions. And eventually we asked someone that really seemed like they needed a lot of help. Would you like to help us? Would you like us to help you do it? And they said yes, and we had our first client, and then we had a second client, and then a third client, and then it took off from there. It's a real passion for us. We love these old buildings.
Yeah, renovating a historic home comes with a lot of details, a lot of work, and when we bought our place, we had so many questions that we weren't finding the answers to. So I came up with the idea of we should start a blog a bit about this for it to be a helpful resource for other people going through a renovation. And we learned really fast that it was a need, it was so necessary in the community.
There are a lot of brownstones in Brooklyn, wherever, Manhattan, you name it.
Yeah.
How difficult is it to renovate a brownstone?
It can be difficult. I mean, they are really old buildings, so you're dealing with old structures, but then there's also a lot of beautiful original details on the inside that are the reason why a lot of people want to buy this type of a building.
So what are you doing in this room? Is this going to be the living room?
This is going to be the living room. So first and foremost, the plaster moldings in here were of the utmost importance. We're doing everything in this renovation to make sure that they're still intact, and all the design is kind of going to be based around these moldings.
We have two beautiful marble fireplaces, one here and one over here. That's actually going to be in the kitchen, which is pretty cool.
Fireplace in the kitchen. Wow, that's pretty nice.
The other thing that's really cool is the original staircase. So that was a big talking item with the clients, and when we first walked through the space and we kind of line item the staircase and replacing it in its entirety. But these stairs, again, that were built in the late 1800s are in prime condition. So there was no need for us to tear them out. And it just marvels my mind that a staircase that was built in the late 1800s, how it's still in perfect tact now that we're in the
How is that
2022.
possible?
I know, isn't that crazy?
So let's go in here because I know you're going to make this the dining room or the kitchen.
Yes.
And usually in typical brownstones back in the day, the kitchen was not up on the first floor.
It wasn't. It was downstairs where the kitchen was. But nowadays, everyone wants the open plan living and kitchen space, and so we put the kitchen up here in the back of the parlor. It used to be the front parlor and the back parlor, and it was all for entertaining. But this is where the kitchen's going to be now, and we opened it up to a deck outside so that you can get the indoor-outdoor lifestyle. And we put this big arch opening here in the middle that is going to be a huge glass and steel double door.
Oh, that's going to be pretty. And once again, the molding.
Yes.
Again, beautiful.
This is also going to create a really nice moment here with the original pocket doors that are
You
also
have the
arched.
original
The
pocket?
original pocket doors. How cool is that?
What have you found? Anything that surprised you while renovating a brownstone?
We have actually found quite a few things. Like even when you open up the walls, a lot of times there's interesting stuff in there. Sometimes it's just the original stuff that from the building that you can see, but other times we found like an original Elizabeth Arden lipstick in a wall.
Yeah.
Wow.
Worth a lot of money, and some newspaper articles from like the late 1800s.
Oh, that's
which are so
wild.
fun to flip through and see like the advertisements for things for 5 cents.
The walls really do talk in these homes.
Yeah.
And sometimes when you tear down the walls, a lot of that history is kind of revealed, and it's really fascinating. It's actually one of my favorite parts of the job.
You haven't found any dead bodies? or
No
anything,
dead
right?
bodies.
We have stories of other people finding some, but we haven't.
All right, that's
Thank
good.
God. Hopefully we don't find any dead bodies.
Okay, that's good. Don't want to jinx you or anything.
Something you might not know about me is I'm full of stress. Working in the renovation industry is stressful.
When your project is completed, what do you feel like? How do you feel?
They really become family to us, the clients that we work with. And I mean, I'm the emotional one of the two of us, so there's a lot of crying involved when the homeowners move in. And, you know, it's that HGTV moment. It's that moment that everybody wants, the big reveal. And for us, it just unfortunately came with 9 months or a year to build that, as things don't come overnight. So we go through that ride with the clients, and just that move-in day for them, for me, is just really special. I know for you too, but for me, it's involves some tears.